former NFL general manager who now works for ESPN, Mike Tannenbaum, has projected the Minnesota Vikings to not draft J.J. McCarthy, to not draft Drake May, to not draft Michael Penix Jr. or Jaden Daniels. He has projected that the Minnesota Vikings are going to make a trade with the Arizona Cardinals for the number 4 overall pick. No. Not even that. He is projecting that the Minnesota Vikings are going to trade for Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals are going to select J.J. McCarthy. Now, Kyler Murray, doesn't it seem like he's been in the NFL forever? He is only going to be 27 years old at the start of next season. Feels like he's been around for a long, long time. So he should be entering his peak phase in his NFL career. Now, before we just jump to insane conclusions and say this idea is the most radically stupid, insane, asinine, dumbassery idea in the history of ideas, let's take a look at what Kyler Murray brings to the football team. This take is presented by Hochland Farm. Check out Hochland Farm for rotationally grazed 100% grass-fed beef. This beef is sold in quarters and halves, and they have custom sample packs so you can try before you buy. Contact Jared at 952-491-1541 and get 20% off your first order if you tell him you heard about him on the Minnesota Tim podcast. 952-491-1541. So, Kyler Murray, let's take a look at his stats. So last year, he was coming off of an injury. He played 8 games, started 8 games, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. And he obviously has a rushing component that not all NFL starting quarterbacks have. In 2022, he played in 11 games, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. This is all passing numbers. 2021, 14 games he played. So there's a trend here. This guy's rarely healthy, first of all. 10 interceptions, 24 touchdowns. And his first year, he had 20 touchdowns back in 2019 to 12 picks. And in 2020, he had 26 touchdowns compared to 12 interceptions. Wow, I just burped at the same time saying that. Excuse me. But anyways, Kyler Murray, his stats ain't bad. He's never going to be a top 5 quarterback in the league. He's never going to be a Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. But he's right around that Kirk Cousins second-tier quarterback in the NFL type of guy. Even more importantly, let's take a look at Kyler Murray's contract situation. 2024, his base salary is $37 million. 2025, $18 million. 2026, $26 million. Sorry, that says $22 million. And 2027, it says $19,500,000. And then 2028, it says $34 million. And it says potential out 2028, 6-year, $219 million, something like that, 0 dead cap. So there's a potential out after that year. So not only are you trying to trade for Kyler Murray, if you indeed do this for 1 year, you will be stuck with this quarterback for 4 to 5 years. This contract, this guy who's battled injuries throughout much of his NFL career. So let's go back to Mike Tannenbaum. Let's pump the brakes on calling this a stupid idea, and let's slam that pedal to the metal and call this the most ridiculous idea I've ever seen. If the Minnesota Vikings wanted a quarterback like Kyler Murray, they would re-sign Kirk Cousins to a multi-year $3 to $4 million, 3 to 4 year, $180 million deal. This is the most asinine idea I think I've ever seen. Because the reason why the Vikings didn't bring Kirk Cousins back, well, he's coming off an injury and his age, but also They want to get younger at the quarterback position. They want a guy on a rookie deal while you build an entire team around him. The Minnesota Vikings are going to have over $100 million in cap room next year. And they have done that, and they have done these moves this offseason with that in mind. Their minds have been constantly thinking. They have been awestruck with this idea that they can bring in the best free agents next offseason because they're going to have the cap money, the cap room to do it. So they have signed guys. They have released guys. They have traded players away like Ezra Cleveland, knowing, in fact, that they're going to have so much cap room next year. And then Mike Tannenbaum comes with this utterly ridiculous idea that the Vikings are just going to waste all that money, waste all those resources, completely ruin their plan of having this cap space and having this rookie quarterback become the next franchise guy in Minnesota Vikings history to trade their picks for Kyler Murray. Oh, I just cannot believe what I read. Because this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And he's being serious. And this is a former NFL general manager who you would think would have the mind of general managers around the league. No. The joke is that there's a reason why he's a former NFL general manager. And I guess so. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. And if you are listening on Apple or Spotify, please rate, review, and follow the show wherever you're listening. Everyone, have a great day, and thank you for making this podcast a part of your day.